Hey guys, what's up? It's Carmela Maniac. If you're new to my channel, sit down, chill, and hang out with me for a bit because today I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing Mr. ECLECTIC, which is a new release from Laufey. This is off of her latest album called A Matter of Time.
Did you ever stop and give a wonder to just who you were talking?
Now, if you haven't heard of Laufey, let me tell you a little bit about her. Laufey, whose real name I will not try to pronounce, instead it will be up on the screen, is an Icelandic Chinese singer who tries to blend jazz, pop, classical, and bossa nova together. So this song, Mr. ECLECTIC, is said to be a blend of bossa nova, pop jazz, and modern American soundbook. Now when this song starts, I can definitely hear the bossa nova inspiration in the little rhythm part that is played by the piano, which is our intro to the song. Now to give it more thickness and substance, the guitar joins the piano in the same rhythm. But it's so subtle you barely even notice it, so it just kind of becomes one with the piano sound. Or maybe just an extra layer on the piano. And then to give it a more whimsical and magical vibe in a jazzy way, the producers added a chime that plays here and there but does not play the same rhythm as the guitar and piano. Now, one of the things that sets this type of music apart from a lot of other styles is how clean the instrument, percussive, and vocal parts are. Like, they have no stylistic EQ, distortion, or reverb. And because there is little to no reverb on any part of this song, the vocals sound like they are up close and personal. Almost like you're in an intimate jazz club watching this performance live.
Bet you think you're so poetic. Quoted.
And honestly, these clean sounding instrument, percussive, and vocal parts are kind of like a fresh breath of air. Everything is so clean and crisp. And how close the vocals sound to you makes this song very intimate and kind of romantic. And the tremolo violin parts that kind of segue into different parts of the song really enhance that romantic feeling as well.
Alan Poe. Did you ever stop?
So the beginning of the song is chill and smooth and kind of on the slower end. Then the first chorus happens and there is a key change, making the song sound very happy compared to what it was before. Laufey's voice changes as well in the chorus here. She changes to a more brighter version of herself. Her voice here has more presence and is even more crispy, which is a really cool addition to the key change that really makes your ears perk up. These changes to Laufey's voice are achieved by a lot of audio effects like EQs, probably boosting her higher range, and probably some compression to give it some extra crispiness.
Alan Poe. Did you ever stop and give?
The key change is kind of startling and definitely perks up your ears. To add a really cool layer of depth and 3D character, they add a second vocal part of Laufey in the second half of the chorus, which changes from higher harmonies to then just a duplicate part of the main melody. Now when it's a duplicate of the main melody, they did such a good job mixing this because it feels like an echo from the main Laufey melody, or it's almost like a shadow of her. It's really cool and was probably achieved with a good amount of reverb and also having Laufey sing this second part in her head voice instead of her chest voice like the main melody to give it a really nice breathy kind of secondary feeling.
You think you're so interesting.
Now Laufey's vocals themselves are really interesting, and it's a vocal style that you really don't hear these days. Her tone is gentle but strong, deep and rich and inviting, and I really love how her voice just falls perfectly over the rocks like smooth water. I especially love this part here.
And you're a thinker of mine.
Now Laufey has perfected this kind of older style of singing, which sounds very similar to the style that Ella Fitzgerald used. The main thing that characterizes this vocal style is the faster vibrato that is used and when it's used on longer notes. Laufey even uses the same vocal tone that Ella Fitzgerald uses when they both sing lower notes.
Twist my hair around your finger. Oh.
Now I want to point out some really cool breath percussive noises that Laufey does around 2/3 of the way through the song. It adds such a cool human element to the percussive mix, and it's really cool. I also really love the kind of freestyle vocal parts of Laufey, which kind of flow off of each other in a beautiful swirl towards the end of the song. And those kind of freestyle parts kind of remind me a little bit of improvisation, which is really the core of what jazz is. Now, I will admit I myself am not a jazz person. Usually just doesn't make a lot of sense in my head. And I know that jazz uses a lot of different and complex keys and modes in its music, so it's no surprise that this type of music might be hard to understand. But it's also completely possible that I haven't found the specific style of jazz that I would like. Like, maybe my thing is Ella Fitzgerald's jazz, because her voice is magical. And because Laufey is inspired by Ella Fitzgerald, something about Laufey's enchanting voice and her clear and melodic instrument accompaniment is really amazing. I found myself completely enraptured while listening to this song and her other songs, and will probably continue listening to her music because I am very curious. Now, Laufey has said that she is trying to make this type of music more accessible to the younger generations, and in my case, I think it definitely worked. This song is whimsical in a jazzy way, and very feminine and beautiful. The mixing is done very well to make Laufey's vocals sound even more crisp, clean, and intimate, and Laufey herself was really good. And there were some really cool elements to the song, like the second vocal part, the breath percussion elements, and the romantic violin tremolo. And there was also that really cool key change that brought a lot of contrast into the song. So I'm gonna give the song an 8.9 out of 10 on the mellometer. I feel like I need to be listening to this in a very smooth and quiet Audi driving through the streets of New York, or during Christmas time. I don't know, jazz and Christmas just kind of glued together for me.
Talking about some dead composer.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, or even if you didn't, please consider subscribing to the channel. Tell me what you guys thought of Mr. Eclectic by Laufey in the comments below. Keep listening, and I'll talk to you guys later. Laufey. Laufey.